Okay, this is part 3 of this video here about the dragon ley lines in Hawaii. So here's the statue on Google. You can clearly see, let's take an expanded view here. So you can clearly see, here's the state capitol in front where Father Damon's at, this row of trees. Interesting circular formation here, and it leads up to a point. Not sure where else haven't gone and explored up beyond that line, but let's go back here. Here you have the statue of Queen Liliuokalani right here in this narrow corridor, not even a room even after her death. And symbolically, because she was imprisoned in her own palace in a room, confined to a room, and now she's still yet in this watchful eye in a narrow corridor, about to face this huge megalithic temple. Okay, so now let's look beyond this line here. So now beyond this line here, where Queen Liliuokalani is at, is this iconic here. Is here, King Kamehameha, statue of King Kamehameha. And the interesting thing is where this statue is at, there's a huge mega traffic here with South King Street and South King Street, south of the king. I don't know. He's in this circle, and this is where all the tourists gather. They gather to take pictures of him, and it's almost as if to block him off, the people surrounding him, so that the king, the masculine figure of the Hawaiian people, cannot reach and call out to the queen. I believe it creates a distortion of the masculine and the feminine masculine and feminine energies of the people on the planet, and especially for the Hawaiian people here. And let's look at some of the details of this King Kamehameha statue. Let's see, bear with me one moment here. Okay, so here's from the side of the Iolani temple. Here's the king from afar. Just some shots of the king here. In front, this is what the king is facing. The king faces closed gates and with these spikes. This is what the king is facing again across the street, where there's just it's a big one of the major roads here in Honolulu, and the king is waiting to cross the street. But there's all these cars here, and there's just major traffic, so successfully distorting this line of the king and the queen. And this random tourist has nothing to do with it, but this is where all the people gather, almost as if encasing and surrounding the king from being able to reach out to the queen. So just amazing symbolisms. I'm not too sure what the side of these are, but these are just some of the symbolism. Some of these, please feel free to share and comment. Okay, so again, he's once again reaching out, like he's calling out to the queen. Next is, I want to look at the, let me see. Next on this ley line here, statue of the king, there's another interesting circle, missing child center. Isn't that interesting? It seems everything is quite lined up, and it lines up to this recent piece that I recently found. I mean, I noticed the state capitol, that it was amazing like 5 years ago, but I just found this recently, a couple months ago, because I had to go to an open part right here where there's a bunch of waterfalls. You can see some of the waterfall right here, but there's an interesting symbolism right here that I'm going to show you in this open part of this building. And let's see. Here it is. So here is the federal building, and in the open part of the federal building you have this. Let's check this out. Just the side of the federal building. Here's the waterfall I was talking about. These are some weird, interesting symbolism that I don't quite know what it is, but I'm pretty sure there's some symbolic meaning to this. But this is what I wanted to take you guys to, is here. Look at this right here, right in line with this all of this symbolism, this dragon ley line that I call American dollar. And look at that, just amazing symbolism. There is a raised edge here that on the side of this platform of this Annuit coeptus that causes what a shadow that looks like an eye, but from the angle of the sun it looks like, because this is already at 1:30 in the afternoon, I believe the eye never closes on this based on the shadow. That's super interesting symbolism. Let's see. Just the amazing detail of this symbol here. It's just far out. So when I saw this here recently, I was like, wow, this has to be in the same line. And sure enough, when I looked at the map, you know, it was definitely on the same line as with everything else. So now let's just kind of go back and check this out. And so, you know, I went on top of the maps and I checked it out and I looked what else I could find. And what I noticed was in line with all of this right here is this. This right here is the United States Coast Guard, U.S. Coast Guard building. Look at that. It's interesting in that everything comes to a bend and a corner here, and this energetic ley line comes right to a triangle, and the triangle points directs energy, as we all know. Triangles are power objects and symbols that lead energy in a certain direction, and just amazing. So this is what I found so far, but I just wanted to make a video of this because I thought the significance of how it enslaves the people through the symbolisms of the most prominent Hawaiian masculine figure and the most prominent feminine figure of the Hawaiian people. Just amazing. So I just want to take you guys up to this line again and check this out of where the king is in relation to the queen, the state capital, an amazing sky temple, sun temple here. So in my view, this is clearly a dragon line or a ley line, and what they've built on top of this ley line are just amazing symbolisms of what they would also call quantum entanglement these days. So check it out and leave me some comments and let me know what you think. Thanks for checking out the video.